handsome sausage.
Okay, everybody, we're back with Xdinary Heroes.
Hey!
So far, we've checked out 4 tracks.
Uh-huh.
The latest one being Ashes to Ashes. And in that video, we were like, okay, if this is what Ashes to Ashes sound like, and we've gone through 4 tracks and they were all extremely strong. We have no clue what Spoiler is gonna be like, and I feel like compared to other ones, this track, Spoiler with 3 exclamation marks, that's like the most different title for a track so far, right?
Yeah. By giving the title.
Yeah, like it feels different.
And it's not even just a spoiler, it's with 3 exclamation marks.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But as always, if you're watching this and you want more Xdinary Heroes related content, especially the latest game caters, for example with JYP,
insane.
then we have all that reaction on our channel, but also in full because we have to edit things down for YouTube over at our Patreon page. So check that out if you're interested. If not, we'll just get right to this track and talk about music and all the stuff as always. So let's get it. Have some fun.
3, 2, 1, click! Oh, interesting sound. And it's by Versachoi and Nickko Young.
Wow.
Whoa! Yo, the scream!
Wow.
Is this scream?
Right? It almost sounds like an effect.
This, okay, volume up. Oh! Beautiful!
Wow. Wow. Interesting progression. Oh my god, that's such a... Wow. Wait.
Love the part.
Yo. Okay, pre-chorus again.
Whoa, what was that? Fade out! What the hell?
That was...
Whoa! Wait, was that the sample?
I think so. Wow. Wow.
Wait. Was that Juyeon then?
I guess so, yeah.
Let me listen to that again. Holy shit.
It sounds like they sampled Chuyeon's line there and used it throughout the song. But it almost felt like it's like an instrument, you know, like the shh, like an ocean wave almost, because they obviously manipulated the vocal sample. Like they didn't even manipulate it that much. It's just because they took the end tail of that scream that it sounds more like a shh. It almost sounds like it's not a vocal at times, but that was cool. At some parts, it was like almost scary. And while Hansi is listening to it, I do want to bring up the way the chorus was sort of going, because it was divided into two parts, like the chorus itself. You could call it chorus A and B, but what I really liked is how they snuck in a bridge section in between A and B, and they repeated the A part again. So it goes A, bridge, A, B. And the B part functions like an outro. The first time the chorus happens after the first verse, it's A, B, and then we got a separate interlude section with Julian. And then they go to the second verse. But the second time around, they do, again, A, bridge, A, B, without the interlude. But structurally, it sounds like it's the same thing because they're sort of repeating the pattern that was seen from the first part, except they're not using the same parts.
Wow. Did you talk about the scream? So, like, what did you think? Like, do you think the scream is the same sample that they used?
I talked about it as if it is.
I love the idea of it, and I was listening constantly, but I'm really not sure if that was the actual sample or not. Because the vowel frequency tends to change a little bit, where the actual Julian's voice is more narrow and in front, and the actual the sample kind of like that FX kind of looking thing feels more lifted up and light and widened.
Okay, so it's not even about like how much they manipulated the sample. It just sounds like a different sample. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I'm really not sure if they could have done it with mix. But like my thing is, if I were the producer, I would have used the same sample, because using a different sample, I feel like it's just why not?
Yeah,
you know, why not use the actual sample? Yeah.
It makes more sense.
But yeah, it's just
yeah,
very interesting because the feeling is very different.
But like when we first heard the song, we were like, "Oh, is this it?" Like there were similarities that way.
Yeah. And also from the intro, it was like, oh, wait, was that the actual stream or was it FX?
At first, it's like very ambiguous.
Yeah. But since we heard Julian doing it, it was like, oh, that scream was amazing.
Yeah.
So we knew that was a scream. But now that I listen, like, you know, back and forth, I'm really not sure. And also, what I found this interesting in the arrangement is that because it was with Versachoi and Nickko Young, there was this Versachoi feeling in the instrumental. Yes, by the sample choice.
The samples.
With well, it's not like they don't do it with the structure or any type of like the mood shift or anything, but it's just that remember how I talked about the Versachoi has this very unique choices of
we talked about that in Skiz videos.
Skiz video, yeah. And maybe because I saw it was Versachoi, I felt that way. Because for Skiz, I can quite see that it got this like Versachoi sound, but Xdinary Heroes, I can't really know. Maybe because I saw it.
Maybe because you saw it, because I think Ashes to Ashes was also by Nickko Young and Versachoi.
Oh really? But that I didn't feel a Versachoi vibe. But this one has this very significant, like, Versachoi source choices.
Okay.
And mixed with Nickko Young. Nickko Young is a great producer in doing like rock music and stuff like that, and then like the guitar related kind of stuffs.
Right.
Yeah. Really liked it. And that fade out, yo.
Oh my god.
Yo, remember that was so clever. They played around with like in the mutes and stuff like that, but that fade out was just as if we were listening to this random lyrics video. They slowly fade out and it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I started off this conversation alone, by the way, by talking about how the chorus is structured and how it differs from part A to part B and all that. But that fade out, I feel like, first of all, I loved it. It works. But if you really think about what they did there and how we are talking about it, just because it's like, whoa, that was a surprise, I can't believe they did that fade out, it doesn't mean that it's a good choice. But somehow Xdinary Heroes always does this thing that shocks us, but when you look into it, it also works. For this one, I feel the same way, but the only difference is I don't know what they intended. It works musically, there's no problem, and I think it's a clever way to introduce the chorus the second time around, because it changes the feeling a little bit, and lyrically too, because like that's the part where they go like, oh, I guess I'm like I'll never get used to playing as your pawn or something. It works, but then the way things connected, I'm like, why? Like, what was in Versachoi or Xdinary Heroes or Nickko Young's mind to say, let's just fade this part out a little bit? Like, I don't understand the intent, but it works. I like it.
I always like never question like what the intent is. So I was just thinking, why don't we just do it? Just do it.
You know what? That could be the case too. Hey, that sounds fun. Let's do it. You know?
Yeah. Because
as long as it works.
That's always how I also made music too. So in that sense, I'm just thinking that it could be fun. And also like I was just keep listening to it again. Not just the source choices, but there are really Versachoi style in it. Like especially during the second verse, pre-chorus, or those kind of like transition and the mood shift. I feel like that's a very Versachoi.
Yeah, and didn't they also have some interesting like synth-like sounds here and there?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that was very much like, Versachoi.
But obviously the main thing is, I feel like it's Nickko. But yeah.
But still,
anyways.
Yeah, so lots of fun things in this one. And also, it's all English. Works great. And the way they used the word spoiler was also a surprise. Very clever. So yeah, all in all, a beautiful B-side track that doesn't even feel like a B-side track. There are tons of stuff that probably we'll discover down the road as we listen to the track more. For now, those were the main things that popped out. And next time, we got a track called Love Tug of War.
Oh, the Tug of War thing, yeah.
How interesting that they put love and war in the same sentence. And then we got Love Me to Death, and that's the end of that album. And then we're gonna get to Troubleshooting. It's almost a joke now. I feel like we'll never get to Troubleshooting, but we will if they don't put out a new album. So please let us know if you have any questions about what we said today and what you thought about this track. We would love to know what you think. And of course, if there are like good links to Love Tug of War, like live performance videos or something like that that you want us to check out, definitely let us know. We'll do that. And that's about it for us. Have a great day. Happy New Year. See you in the next one, everybody.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye. NB.
Step Lord.
Ash.
Met and Books.
K2.
Gemi and Chaos Kids.
T. Suntesik.
Susie.
KK Poo.
Rin.
Taylor. Van Glider.
Chow.
Asia.
Premium Prim.
Lugina Robert.
Velasquez.
Jennifer Morris.
Tiny Timothy and Citizen.
Early Dawkins.
Umse.